Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Read along with me. Today we are going to read the top 10 distinctions between millionaire and the middle class book. Distinction number 6. Millionaires continually learn and grow. The middle class thinks learning ended with school. Why is it that $1,000,000 homes have libraries? Is it just a coincidence that $1,000,000 homes have them and $1 lakh homes don't? I don't think so. Most millionaires I know read one book a week. In my circle of influence, we are always recommending books and audio programs to each other. One of my friends has spent $5 lakh studying success. I have spent $1 lakh on my success education. If you have a middle class mentality, you are probably thinking, I don't have that kind of money to spend to learn how to make money. I didn't say that my friends or I spent all that money at one time. We continue to invest in our knowledge as we make more money. Success is a process. If a percentage of your income isn't going towards a financial education, you will stay trapped in the middle class. The more money you spend on financial knowledge, the more money you will make. The power of books and coaches. You can start with books, I promise you. Millionaires read and read and read. Books are so inexpensive compared to how much the knowledge they contain is worth. Are you aware that you can learn concepts in only a few hours from a book that took someone years to develop? More people than ever are becoming millionaires because they are compressing time and learning financial secrets that took others years to discover. I feel like some of the $20 books I have read were worth $20,000 because of what I learned from them. In addition to books and audio programs, millionaires also pay for advice from people who have specialized knowledge in a field they need to learn about. The middle class looks for free advice. Free advice can often be most expensive advice. Oftentimes, free advice ends up costing you something. Free advice is usually just the opinion of someone who thinks he knows what he is talking about, but doesn't have any real world experience. Millionaires don't put much value on free advice. Millionaires learn from people who have been there, done it, and are preferably still doing it. This is where your financial education expense will start adding up. The books in my success library are probably valued at $20,000. The investment I have made for personal coaching and mentoring is 5 times that amount. Notice I didn't say the price I paid, I said the investment I have made. It is difficult to put value on the knowledge you gain from someone who has real world experience. A good coach or mentor charges a price, but millionaires see this expense as an investment. I believe everyone should have a coach. Why not? Every great athlete you can think of has one. Why shouldn't have one if you want to build great wealth? Invest in your financial education. A weekend long wealth building event I attended cost 12,500. One of the millionaires there said he gained one piece of knowledge that would be worth an additional 10 million when he applied it to his current business. Is it worth $12,500 to gain the knowledge that could increase your income by $10 million? Of course it is. I realize the middle class can't start out by going to events that require this size investment, but they can read a $20 book that could be worth $20,000 to them if they apply the knowledge they gain. Millionaires don't invest in their knowledge with people who have achieved the successes that they want for themselves. When I first started investing in real estate, I bought a $25 audiobook that gave me the knowledge and courage to get started. Next, I bought one of those real estate programs from an infomercial that cost $200. With that knowledge I gained and applied from it, I made almost $1 lakh the next year. After that, I invested in 1 year program that cost $4,000 and made over $2 lakh the next year. I am leaving out the details because I am only making the point that the more you invest in your knowledge, the more you will make when you apply it. Wisdom is the application of knowledge. Most middle class people stay at the same level of income year after year because their knowledge stays at the same level year after year. One reason for this is because they think learning ended with school. Millionaires are students for life. They continually learn from the circumstances of their lives. A common question millionaires ask is, what can I learn from this? In the contrast, the middle class ask, why does this always happen to me? Because it doesn't learn the lesson life is trying to teach. The middle class is destined to go through the situation again. I like what a preacher said about this. He said, you never fail one of the God's tests. You just keep taking them until you pass. How true. The question, why does this always happen to me, implies it is happening again. The only reason the same bad situation arises again and again is because your knowledge remains the same. You must continually learn and grow to become and stay a millionaire. If you become a millionaire and stop your learning process, then chances are you won't remain a millionaire for long. Knowledge is a seed. Millionaires focus on personal growth. They believe that to have more, they must become more. They see growing as one of the main purposes of life. Growth takes time. Be patient with yourself as you gain knowledge. Realize that knowledge is a seed and it takes time for seeds to grow into trees that bear fruits. Every time you read a book, you are either planting another seed or watering some that are already in your mind. Millionaires read books about money and how to build better relationships. They read about the power of mind. They read about the successes and failures of others. Millionaires are serious students of successful life, not just financial success. They continually look for new ways of thinking and acting that can produce more fulfillment in their lives. Study what you love. The secret to being a lifelong learner is to study what you love. One of the biggest differences I have seen between millionaires and the middle class is that the millionaires focus on what they enjoy doing. They continually learn from more about the subjects that inspire them. The reason millionaires study about every area of life is because they love life. The middle class thinks millionaires love money too much. In my experience, that is simply not true. What is true is that millionaires love what they can do for their families and others with their abundance. Millionaires who are greedy and afraid of losing their money are not truly successful. True success involves peace and contentment. Study success and learn how to make money, but also learn how to be content with where you are while in pursuit of what you want. I repeat, millionaires love life. They love what they do to make money and they love having money, but they don't love money above life itself. If you love money more than your family or yourself, you have been deceived by it and will never achieve true success. Know your priorities. I know people in the high end of the middle class who are constantly striving for more. They love money too much and will continue to be unsatisfied with their results until they learn to be content with who they are rather than what they have. I believe many millionaires achieved their success because they had their priorities in the right order. I mentioned this in my discussion about learning and growing because some people do get out of balance when they start pursuing financial wealth. They give money too much attention and neglect their families and or their health. Don't be one of those peoples who lose their families or their health while pursuing financial prosperity. Money is important, but it is not worth losing the things that matter most. Please study financial success and personal fulfillment. It feels good to have money. It feels Even better, to have deep and meaningful relationship with those you love, and it feels great to have both. Learn to love yourself and others, and learn to earn massive amounts of money. Millionaires continually learn and grow. The middle class thinks learning ended with school. That's all for today. We will meet tomorrow on Read Along with Me. Thank you.